Welcome back to the show, guys. Today we're going to make an amazingly refreshing sangria for the hot weather. This is actually my wife's favorite sangria, and oh my god, it's so good. It's got watermelon, it's got berries, it's got white grape juice, and of course it's got rosé wine. This is, of course, a rosé sangria, which you don't see that often. So let's do it. So we're going to need a big sangria pitcher. We're going to add about 2 cups of chopped watermelon. The watermelon is key to this. It's going to release a lot of juice, and it's going to soak up a lot of alcohol. It's amazing. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of chopped strawberries. And lastly, about a half a cup, might be a little more, of fresh raspberries. Okay, to that, we're adding 1 cup of white grape juice. And how about a little more? Just for fun. Okay, we're going to booze it up a little bit. We're going to do about 4 ounces of white rum. You could do vodka. We're not really flavoring much here. We're just boozing it up. So as little or as much as you want. It really doesn't need much. And after that, the star of the show, your favorite rosé wine. Whatever you got. This is a full bottle, 750 ml. And just dump her right in. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so once you're done dumping in the wine, here's the key. This is the most important part. First, we're going to give it a quick stir. But then, we're going to stick this in the fridge, and we have to refrigerate. We have to let it sit for a minimum of 3 hours. Do not skip this step. You can't make this and drink it right away. It's not going to work. I've tried it both ways. It's not the same at all. It needs that time for all the fruit to release their juices and mix with the wine and everything. Trust me. Let it sit. 3 hours. Okay, so for serving, we've got some white wine glasses. Here's how I serve it. First, with a spoon to hold back the fruit, we're going to dump some sangria in each glass, about halfway up. After that, we're going to scoop out a generous portion of fruit in each glass. And oh my god, that fruit after the 3 hours has taken on a lot of alcohol. It's soaked up a lot of that booze, and it's also released a lot of its juice. So the sangria is going to be delicious, but the fruit is like a boozy snack. It's amazing. Now, I didn't use seedless watermelon. You could definitely, use seedless if you can get it. Or you can scoop out the seeds. I didn't really bother. I'm going to top off with a little bit of ice, not too much, because there's already lots of stuff in there. And then we're going to top it off with some soda water. You could totally top off with some sparkling wine also. That's just as delicious. That little hint of sparkliness, it's going to be beautiful. And there it is. Doesn't need a garnish. There's so much going on in that glass. Look at that. So, watermelon rosé sangria. It's so fruity, it's refreshing, it's surprisingly boozy, even though there's not that much in there. And then the fruit, nice snack. Serve it with a spoon maybe if you want to eat up the fruit afterwards, but my god, we can go through like 2-3 pitchers a weekend. This thing's amazing. Hope you make it, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.